morning, this is the Dolls Rescue Channel, and today I am doing an American Girl Challenge with Grace Toys Dolls, Thrifter Buy. It's a Stroke of Life Melissa and Tina's Reborns and more. And the idea, and I really like doing this, is for each of us to take the same pattern, clothing pattern, and make it for our dolls to show all the different ways that it can be done. Plus, it's fun to do these collabs together because you get to know the other people, you get to see their work and talk to them about it. Collabs are wonderful. Today we did B, C, G, and I. That included the purse and the vest. It's a skirt and a top. The top I did with t-shirt fabric, and this is how I made it. Okay, so here's the skirt, and it is skirt C. And what I'm thinking I want to do is make it reversible. I really like reversible clothing. So what I'm going to do is change the pattern just a little bit. Rather than using the skirt facing, I am cutting out backside to reverse it. And then I'm going to cut my waistband out of the yellow so that it will give it a pop of yellow at the waist with my green shirt and the green skirt with the yellow, little hint of yellow in it. So I'm going to cut this out. I will sew 3 sides. Then I will I'll iron this. What I will do is fold this in half and then again, so it's more of a bias tape. Run my elastic through it so that it has a pop of yellow on the green side and matches on the other. Okay, my skirt came out reversible. I'm going to try the same thing on the vest. It's a little tricky. I haven't figured out yet which parts to sew down before turning and finishing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a yellow collar on both sides of my vest. So I have that sewn together and clipped, and what I'm doing now is ironing it, and then I will start in the middle. I will find middle and sew it down inside of the vest. Now, it's not going to line up with that, and that's where my seam goes if you look at the pattern to turn under. Okay, I have stitched this all around except the back bottom stitch. And what I'm doing now is turning this inside right, and then I'm going to take my pokey thing, which is a Chinese restaurant chopstick. And indeed, we haven't been for a while. And I get an extra pair to use for my crafts. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing all of the seams, if you can see, with this. And the next thing I will do is iron that down slow and easy, pushing, making sure that all of the seams are, let me show you, pressed out to the very edge of the seam and even. And I'll probably finger press. And what finger press means is to take that fabric and work it back and forth so that it lays flat on both sides. I'm using this pleather for my purse, and rather than pin my pattern to the fabric and put holes in it, I'm drawing around. But what you need to know is when you do this, you cannot put your pattern right up against the last piece. You have to leave not only room for the pin, because that takes up a little room, but also when you're cutting, there is a certain amount of slack that needs to be between. It's better to have too much space between, then cut your pieces short. Between the gusset and the handle, I left a little piece so that when I cut this, it'll come out. The handle, I'm only cutting, I won't be able to turn this inside out. And I haven't decided just what I'm doing with that yet. But for right now, I've cut one piece to tuck under. Okay, her little purse is done. That's what I did third. I did the skirt, the vest, and then the purse. Do you know why they put light linings in purses? So you could see inside of them to find what you were looking for. And there was a contrast behind it to find your keys and your lipstick and etc. Most lipsticks used to be in black cases. I didn't get that straight. In black cases, and if you put those in a black purse with a black liner, you mostly just felt for it. I wanted to show the strap. I took two pieces of pleather and I cut one smaller, folded over, and sewed that down. I did use Velcro. I thought about using a magnet, but I decided on the Velcro, just quick and easy. I'm pretty pleased with it. I bought this. Next is the shirt, and I bought this to use for the fabric. I really did get lucky. This was a $6 t-shirt on clearance for 75 cents. You can't find fabric for that, so I bought the biggest one they had, and this is what I'm going to make her little t-shirt out of, and I think it's going to be cute. Okay, I'm cutting out my shirt from the t-shirt that I bought. And because it already has the hem in the sleeves and the bottom, I'm going to cut my pieces out so that I don't have to put a hem in the end. But what I need to do is move my fabric or my pattern down. Oh, and I want to turn this over to save fabric. Move this down just a little bit. This is cut two pieces. I will be cutting in between. I'm going to move this down just a little bit. There's some swoop to that pattern, but I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. When I get done with that one, I will do the same with the sleeve. I will move that down, not here, but at the bottom. Move that down the amount that I would normally hem. All right, my little shirt is sewn together, and I'm turning it inside out ever so carefully. I don't want to stretch the knit. And then we're going to cut the Velcro. I'm going to finger press all that. I'll do that after. Okay, so what we need to do now is cut a piece of Velcro. And it shows this all the way down. So for today, I guess I'm going to do it like that. First thing I want to do is make my Velcro flat and even. And then I want to measure, leaving just a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom. And I'm going to cut that there. And then, because you don't need that much Velcro, I'm going to cut this in half longwise. And then I have that for another AG project, or, let me finish this line. You can cut out whatever length you want. And a lot of things, you just use that much Velcro. But you can cut that any length. When you use hook and loop or Velcro, and I usually use Velcro, the brand, but whatever brand, you want the hard side away from the skin, the plastic, the fabric of your doll or human. So you always want that facing up, and then your soft side will go down, because this will not itch or pull or irritate. And Darren made her this stand. American Girl dolls stand on their own, but they need stability because they can get knocked over. And if you have them side by side, I promise you the domino effect will take over. I made these outfits reversible. First of all, I was going to show you her little top. As you saw, I did leave the end seams in, and I'm really glad I did that. I made the little skirt and vest reversible, and then this little outfit can be worn, I don't know, I think I counted like 6 different ways that it could be worn on the doll. Let me get her tucked. It won't be tucked all proper and nice because I don't want to keep you all day. And it can be worn like this with the vest on this side, or I made it so that the vest, I doubled the collar so that it can be worn. Ah, don't fall, girlie. Pull her hair out, not of her head, out of the outfit. And straighten her around so that the green shows a little bit. And there she is in the reverse. So the collar's not laying straight. Let's get that. When I did my collar, I doubled it so that when I sewed it between my 2 layers of vest, I had a yellow collar on either side. I thought about doing the green, but I like that pop of yellow, and I just thought it was cuter this way, and it was different. So that is, let's give her this, my little dolly, and now I can't wait to see Grace's, Melissa's, and Tina's outfit and what they did with the same pattern. We will have their links below so that you can see each one too, and I hope it'll encourage you to buy a clothes pattern and sew for your doll. These quick sew and simplicity are the easiest patterns for beginners, but McCall's makes good patterns too, and there's others on the market. Thank you for watching the Dolls Rescue channel. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe.